Fans were captivated and significant conversation was raised as a result of Kelly Clarkson's clothing shift that occurred in the early years of 2025, following her strange disappearance from the Kelly Clarkson Show as well. Kelly has been a shining example of genuineness for a very long time. She is famous for her powerful vocals, her open and honest nature, and her endearing charm. Her unanticipated sabbatical of 10 episodes, which appeared in March and was attributed to a personal matter that was not disclosed, caused spectators to feel both alarmed and inquisitive. Not only did she give an emotional statement when she returned to mark the show's 1000th episode, but she also revealed a significant shift in style. She went from wearing gorgeous dresses and high heels to wearing casual jeans and relaxed shirts. In order to maintain a smooth flow of the narrative, this 1,000-word investigation dives into the artistic importance of Kelly's outfit change. It weaves together themes of self-expression, personal progress, and the art of reinvention, all while avoiding the use of bullet points or headings. The fact that Kelly was absent from her talk show was cloaked in secrecy, which increased the impact of the absence. Fans, who were accustomed to her continuous presence, speculated about the reasons behind her sabbatical. Theories ranged from spending time with her children, River and Remington, to unresolved difficulties with her ex-husband, Brandon Blackstock. Fans were accustomed to her consistent presence. It was a touching statement that she delivered upon her return, in which she spoke about how she had been feeling lost and alone, and how she had been navigating huge emotional highs and lows. To the same time that this vulnerability hinted to a more profound inner journey, it also laid the ground for the subsequent metamorphosis of the wardrobe. In the field of creativity, such absences frequently indicate a period of introspection, a time when artists withdraw from their work in order to contemplate it and then return with a revitalized sense of purpose. Despite the fact that Kelly's hiatus is not explained, it might be interpreted as a cocoon-like phase that enables her to let go of expectations from the outside world and re-establish a connection with her true self. On April 28, 2025, Kelly made a comeback, and her appearance was remarkably different from what she had been before. A far cry from the exquisite outfits and stilettos that had defined her on-screen identity, she donned a dark green long-sleeved shirt teamed with dark blue pants. Her attire was a complete departure from her on-screen persona. This laid-back style was carried over into subsequent episodes, with denim and loose-fitting outfits becoming her new hallmark look. The change was characterized as a daring departure by several media sites, with some speculating that she had completely given up on her efforts to be fashionable. However, this viewpoint fails to take into account the deliberateness that lies behind her decisions. One of the most effective ways to express oneself is through the use of clothing, which functions as a visual language that conveys one's identity and intentions. Authenticity, which has always been the defining characteristic of Kelly's music and personality, is reflected in her decision to wear clothing that is comfortable and approachable. It is almost as if she is announcing her desire to be seen in her natural state, where she is not influenced by the expectations of the celebrity culture. It is a monument to the power of creative reinvention that this specific wardrobe alteration was made. Being able to confront norms, being willing to embrace vulnerability, and forging new routes are all essential to the growth of creativity. By choosing to wear jeans rather than gowns, Kelly is rewriting the story of who she is permitted to be. She is bringing her outward look in line with the truth that she is experiencing on the inside. This move is reflective of her larger career, which has been distinguished by significant transitions, beginning with her success on American Idol in 2002 and continuing with her transition into a daytime talk show presenter, and now culminating in the creation of an independent record label in 2025. This artistic progression is further highlighted by the fact that she has announced new music, which includes a tune titled "Where Have You Been?" The title of the song, which is contemplative, suggests that the singer is looking for meaning, which resonates with her recent absence and change in dress. As her music has always been a vehicle for emotional honesty, her casual style reflects a desire to remove pretense and connect with her audience on a deeper level. Her music has always been a vehicle for emotional honesty. Another way in which Kelly's new clothing demonstrates the significance of authenticity and artistic expression is through its use. It is a courageous act of resistance on her part to put comfort over glamour in an industry that frequently requires compliance. This move has been well received by fans who have praised her relatability on various platforms such as where media outlets have expressed their admiration for her laid-back attitude to hosting duties. This honesty is especially significant in light of the personal hardships that Kelly has encountered, such as a contentious divorce that was finalized in 2022 and the emotional complications of co-parenting. The change in her clothing can be interpreted as a means of recovering control over her appearance by selecting garments that are authentic to her preferences rather than conforming to the expectations of others. This process of defining oneself is essentially creative, and it calls for bravery, ingenuity, and a willingness to go against the grain of conventional wisdom. Not only does Kelly's outfit shift stimulate thought on her personal journey, but it also promotes meditation on bigger cultural topics. The appearance of women who are in the public eye is frequently evaluated in accordance with stringent beauty standards, and they are frequently subjected to severe scrutiny. The fact that Kelly chooses to dress in a casual manner undermines these stereotypes and demonstrates that women can be powerful and successful without adhering to conventional ideals of glamour. The decision that she made is in line with a growing societal push toward uniqueness and the rejection of performative perfection. It also parallels the sartorial evolution of other celebrities who use fashion to communicate stories of growth, such as Billie Eilish's transition to daring designer ensembles and Taylor Swift's creative reimaginings of her style with each new album cycle. Fans are inspired to embrace their own personal journeys of transformation by Kelly's denim and relaxed shirts, which tell a story of overcoming adversity, accepting oneself, and rekindling their creative spirit. The concept of reinvention as an art form is impacted by Kelly's decision to modify her clothes, which has both creative and artistic ramifications. There is no such thing as erasing the past. Rather, reinvention is about building on the past in order to create something new. The informal style that Kelly wears does not diminish her beautiful background. Rather, it adds a fresh chapter to the story that she is trying to tell about herself. It is a credit to her artistic endurance that she is able to overcome both personal and professional obstacles while still retaining her connection with her audience. There is a dramatic moment of self-expression that is created when the emotional weight of her absence, the vulnerability of her return, and the boldness of her clothing shift all come together. This particular moment strikes a chord with people because it is relatable. At some point in their lives, everyone struggles with the necessity of redefining who they are in response to change. Another aspect that is brought to light by Kelly's development is the significance of creativity in navigating the complexity of life. Her change of attire is not a cosmetic performance. Rather, it is a purposeful choice that she made in order to bring her public identity into alignment with her private truth. This alignment necessitates one to engage in self-reflection, possess courage, and be willing to take chances. These are characteristics that characterize the creative process. As a result of her decision to favor comfort above convention, Kelly is demonstrating a style of creativity that is open to everyone and that places an emphasis on authenticity rather than perfection. Her followers, who have followed her path from American Idol to her talk show, see in her a reflection of their own hardships and accomplishments, which is why her outfit change has become a global sign of evolution. At the end of the day, Kelly Clarkson's reinvention of her wardrobe is a celebration of creativity, sincerity, and the power of self-expression. She is not fleeing from effort so much as she is embracing a new sort of bravery, one that defies expectations and redefines success. She is doing this by exchanging dresses for denim. The trip that she took, which was characterized by an absence that could not be explained and a victorious return, serves to remind us that creativity is not just about generating art, but also about living an authentic life. Kelly's wardrobe acts as a canvas for her tale, a tribute to the value of being true to oneself as she continues to progress through her songs, her talk show, and her personal life on a personal level. The informal style that Kelly wears is a tremendous act of creation in a world that frequently demands uniformity. It invites all of us to accept our own transitions with courage and grace.